So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. The action has already started. Al Hilal finding their passes. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Rodrigo de Paul, is one of the very best when it comes to moving the ball into the final third, and the stats back that up. He's so good at breaking lines, he just seems to know instinctively the spaces he can exploit.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking... Up he goes! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the shot! He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Turkey are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead. Oh, what a climb! And more and more and more! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Turkey find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Jota. And here's Bellingham. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And he was quick to react. Now it's Owen. Taken back almost at once. It's a pretty loose pass. Cuadrado. Can he spark a counter here? Cuadrado in acres of space out wide. He's had it taken off him.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's gone for goal! The keeper's not concerned by that.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Messi. De Paul. Oh, that's a brilliant... And he's following up! Really well taken goal. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And the half-time whistle goes.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Turkey are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Cuadrado. Here's Diogo Jota. Gilberto Silva. Costa Curta. Jota. Bellingham. Rodri. Bellingham. Al Hilal looking to pass there. And Owen! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Owen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Turkey have the chance to go the other way. And it's Hullet. He's having a go! Oh, screamer! A finish of true class! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
He's going for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Al Hilal just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Turkey can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Number 20, Evair. Number 3, Belletti. Number 10, Franz Beckenbauer. Number 24, Beckham. Coming on the field, number 18.
No, he refuses to take the bait. Bastoni cuts it out. Cuadrado. Oh, perfectly measured that. He could be in here. Now it's Chris. He's had a shot! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Turkey go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And he's had it nicked away. He's in! Decent hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that has been knocked clear. Rashford. Oh, that's well spotted. Bellingham is onto it in a flash. Rashford. Well, that has not gone well. De Paul. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Cristiano Ronaldo, given the lift of his goal. Cristiano Ronaldo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Hits one! No mistake! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
Al Hilal clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
And he thumps it clear.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Minutes added time.
Bellingham, and it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted. Mateus clears. Good effort from distance. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And time is up. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. That pass has been well intercepted. That's a little off target. Torres. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Costa Curta.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Platini. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Jota! Jota! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. And again! Goal! Turkey!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. Dink through. That's really well cleared. And here's Hullet. Bellingham! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Iraq grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus, and then bang, you're pegged back again.
And here's Bellingham. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Schmeichel has that under control. Torres. Beckham. Makalele wins the duel this time. Now it's Hullet. The less said about that pass, the better. Not the most accurate pass. Hullet. Might be danger here. Gets good distance on it. And no, that was never going to make it. Hullet.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Mbappe. Chips it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Turkey head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each, and the game right on edge. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Turkey have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
After 54 minutes is number 17, Ruud Gullit.
Iraq get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience.
Jota! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Beckham has it in a wide position. Tries a header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Evair clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. He gets big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
2,306.
Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Iraq. Number 9. Mbappe.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. This looks very much like a shoring up of the rear guard.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Quality ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Chance for the header! And he can clear it away.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep...
And now the hit! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Costa Curta.
Iraq surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's got away. Cuadrado. Thuram can get it clear. Turkey are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Jota. Oh, super ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Now this is a potential flashpoint and the referee has his hands full.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
Very little time to go and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
Jota! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Diogo Jota actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Cuadrado. Great chance! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
And that's it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on...
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Now it's Diogo Jota. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Jota. Evair pinches it off him. And the counter is on. Torres. Dumfries. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Cuadrado. Can he get it through? Now it's Cuadrado.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. He gets big, in for the pieces. Goal, Turkey! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Turkey have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And that is a little undercooked. Jota does really well to win the ball there. And here's Jota. It's anyone's ball now. Atalanta look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Torres. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now here's the delivery. And he gets rid in a hurry. A real chance if he can get through. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. That is ended up in no man's land.
There will be one
Torres. Looking tidy in possession here. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Turkey lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. That's a throw. Torres. Oh, and he's through the middle. Adriano gets flagged offside.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Jota finds himself offside. He's not got that quite right. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Jota. Turkey do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Jota. Torres is looking to influence the game from out wide. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cuadrado. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Cuadrado. Beckham with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is a brilliant interception. João Neves.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Up he goes! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Costa Curta wins the duel this time. Adriano. Torres. Showing great feet there. Stoichkov. And Julie. Played out to the right. That'll be a throw-in. Just eases him off the ball. And we're done. Turkey have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's a throw. Jota has it in a wide position. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is expertly dealt with. It's a really well-measured ball. And he was quick to react. And he gets rid in a hurry. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot.
And Beckham! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Beckham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Backward it goes. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. Beckham! Beckham! Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jota! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That pass has been well intercepted. Torres. Oh, played right into his path. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Turkey clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Alvarez. Oh, important interception. Jota. Oh, good spread. He has found the way through. Maldini looking to run onto it.
Turkey have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Schneider. That's a good ball out wide. Jota. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Reflections on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Turkey are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Quadrado in acres of space out wide. He is through here. And a header! He's scored! The second half sparked straight into life.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the first moment of real significance.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
He's got away. Torres. He gets big. And they win it back again. Jota! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Turkey are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, their manager...
Bellingham! And for a moment, time stood still. Alvarez, and it's Perez. Evair. Jota. Schneider. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Torres. And no, that was never going to make it. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Torres is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Jota. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Turkey couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Nuno Mendes has a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Schneider actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
21, Alvarez. Number 19, Yamal. Number
Inter Milan with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Nuno Mendes. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Turkey are looking to go forward now.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, that's a key interception. Gnabry. Schneider. And the referee brings it to a close. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance.